Hi heathens! Today's video, I'm just going to play around with some makeup. I've got a few things that I need to try from like previous boxes and videos and stuff like that. So there's not going to be like a specific theme in this video or a specific like point of conversation. I'm just going to play around with some products and we're going to chit chat. Yesterday, I wore a little bit of makeup to work for like the first time in like 3 weeks. So I kind of want to just need to learn how to speak. I want to just kind of get back in the habit of, you know, playing around with some products and not feel pressured. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when I'm getting ready for work, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to work, so I can only do certain things, I can only use certain things, I need to make it last all day, I need to X, Y, Z, and I just wake up and I don't have the energy or the motivation for that. For my eyes, I'm going to be using that Conch palette from Lurella. This is the brown one. Sorry, chocolate. Yeah, you can still kind of tell my eye's a little bit swollen, but it'll be fine. This is the palette we're working with. And I'm going to show y'all what I'm using, but I'm not going to go crazy in depth because I just want this to be casual. If I wind up needing my light, I'll use it, but for now I'm relying on just the natural sunlight that is coming in. So, how has everyone been? Let me know what you've been up to, what movies you're watching. Has anyone seen, no spoilers please, but has anyone seen the new Beetlejuice movie, and if so, what did you think? Because I have seen mostly not great things, I'll be honest. And I was already pretty nervous about it because it's one of those things where it's like, don't know that it necessarily needed a sequel, but especially not, what is it, like 20 years later or something? I don't know, 30 years later? Anyway, don't know that right now was the time for a sequel. You know, I will say that I appreciate the way that they tried to stick to the original cast. But again, at the end of the day, was it necessary, or I don't know. I've just heard very mixed things, and I really, really enjoy Beetlejuice as a whole. And I used to watch does anyone remember the Beetlejuice cartoon that used to come on? I want to say, that's got a bit of kickback in it. I don't know if you can see up top there. I want to say it was on like the CW or something. But yeah, there used to be a Beetlejuice cartoon and I used to love that too. So it's like, I don't know. I have a soft spot for Beetlejuice. So for there to be a remake, or not a remake, a sequel, especially using OG cast members, and then it not to be, like, great, it just makes me very sad, you know? And I kind of don't want to experience that if it's not going to be good. I feel like I'm obligated to watch it, just because of what it is. But, I don't know, at the same time, I'm nervous. Like I said, I've seen a lot of things that are less than stellar, we'll say, about it. And I don't want to just fully hate it. So if you've seen it, let me know. Speaking of, I also have a couple of movie review videos in the works. One that is already filmed and just needs to be edited. And then 2 that have not even been filmed yet. I'm going to go ahead and next with my bronzer because I don't know if I want to put on foundation or not. So I'm going to kind of see how this looks without foundation, and then decide from there. So I'm using the Palace Identity Bronzer in Warm Gold that I got in my Ice Cream Beauty box. Had to think for a second where I got it from. I was like, I know it and the blush came from the same place, but... Did y'all hear that? That was an unnecessarily loud motorcycle or something. And you might be able to hear sirens in the back too. I don't know where they're headed to or coming from. But that motorcycle was definitely like right out on the road. That was loud. See, and this is why I was a little hesitant on whether or not I wanted to put on foundation, because my cheeks are naturally flushed, and I feel like putting on foundation allows some of this stuff to, of course, show up better, because it evens out my skin tone. But I also know, realistically, I don't want to wear foundation every single day. So I kind of need to learn how to play with the other products and see if anything, like, just absolutely does not work if I'm not wearing foundation. Like, I actually think that looks pretty decent. I know the light's going to be fluctuating a little bit in this, but again, I want to use natural lighting for as long as I can today. Because having that light on also makes me feel hot. And I think that adds to some of the pressure. Because obviously I know that I'm filming. You know, I'm sitting here talking to myself. But when I've also got my ring light on, it's, I don't know, it's that added pressure of like, oh, I'm filming myself for someone to watch. Does that make any sense? Or am I just saying words? Okay. I had to make sure, you know, we've got a stain brush, but it's clean. This is the Lorella and Must Be Cindy Chapter 15 blush in Blushing Princess. This thing is bright. Not sure how pigmented it is as far as like picking up on the brush. So we're just gonna do a few taps, tap off the excess, and then that is definitely pink. I have no idea how it's going to catch on camera, because the way I see it and the way y'all wind up seeing it isn't always the same. It is pretty though. Okay, that one I might need to finagle a little bit to find a way to use it happily. Hello! That is not yours. What are you doing? Stop. What are you doing? If y'all have an animal, let me know down below what it is and what's its name? How obedient is it? Does it drive you nuts sometimes? Because I feel like that's just kind of a thing with having an animal, is that it has to drive you absolutely nuts from time to time. Alright, for my lips real quick, because they are cracked, I'm going to use the Medusa's Makeup Social Tinted Lip Balm that I received recently. I'm still not going to use mascara, because since that eye is still a little swollen on the inside, I don't want to add any extra irritants or potential irritants to it. So we're just gonna pretend that my lashes are nice and big and pretty. Then for highlighter, we're going to use the Michaela Pot 2 Glam Light Collab. Love this thing. And I'm going to go in with the middle shade Blindin'. And this is what I'm going to be very intrigued to see how it shows up just with natural lighting, because you're not going to have that artificial light shining right down on it. The sun literally dropped behind the clouds more as soon as I said that too. Oh, you can still see that good though. If the sun comes back up, it's starting to a little bit, before I'm done. Oh yeah, look at that. See that side? I feel like you can't see as well as this side. Alright. Am I forgetting anything? No. I'm gonna set my face. Like, just... I kind of feel weird setting it when I'm not wearing foundation. But I feel like I probably still should, because I'm sure it helps things other than foundation. So I'm gonna take my glasses off so I don't get the spray all over them. Especially now that the sun's back out. I might try to make, like, a TikTok or a short of this, because I actually really like it. Okay. So anyway, trying to get back into a groove. Just did a quick little get ready with me. Let me know y'all's thoughts down below. Let me know how you've been, what you're watching, what you're doing. Just something, anything, communicate with me, okay? I guess that's it. Otherwise, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.